All right, everybody. I think we got the stupid place and the stupider place. Uh, so I just want to see, eh, oh, by the way, I'm going to smoke this match. See if Richie was lying. So let's see if we can get some guys on. That would be cool to see if it actually works. So I can't sit here and talk to myself. But I just like to see if we had like three, four guys, see what goes on. I see the comments. Yes, this is the sanctuary is stupid. I just burned myself too. Can't, can't. Yeah. Wow. Right. So smoking a new Camacho, and we'll see. We know if Richie said it's good. Gotta be good. It's fucking nasty. Anybody out there? Even if you could just jump on for a few minutes, I don't. Mm. I think I only have Richie watching. Anybody? Jeremy? Dream? No Sako's sleeping. Oh, hi, Uncle Larry. Happy birthday. I know Richie's at work. I just feel like, I'm going to be like the substitute teacher if guys want, like when Richie's not available, and guys want to have a little talk, we can just have a little something. 'Is Richie going to do the unboxing tonight? Uh, when he gets home of those General Cigars? Oh, there's Jeremy. Oh, you know what? I think I have to invite people uh, if I want to do that. Oh, guests, yes. Let's try that. Hang on a sec. So I put so I put the link if you want to jump on in the chat, in the group chat. See if that works. If anyone wants to come on quick. So how do I feel about this Camacho? I feel like, it's like the equivalent of like the shittiest Cuban cigar I've ever smoked. You know, that's kind of how I feel about it. Uncle Larry, this is the Camacho broadleaf, the new one that Richie reviewed the other night. I like it. I like the way it smells. Mmm, it is tasty. I like it. It's just warming up here, so we'll see. But yummy. Yeah. Oh, I could display comments too on the screen. How about that? Richie with the excuses. Uncle Larry, happy birthday. Jeremy trying to decide which Opus X to smoke. Uh, yeah, cool. How do I get it off to hit it again? Bang. Anthony Stupid. Perfect. Yeah, super fun. We gotta get a bunch of guys on. When Richie's working, he could be entertained by us for a change. Mm, Maybe one day we'll get Sacco to come on when he gets back. Mm. Yeah, I like this cigar a lot. Definitely caramel. I see what you mean about that. Yeah. My draw isn't great. I should have probably left it in the dry box another day or so. But sometimes I get cigars and I just can't wait, you know. It's like fuck it. When I could time people out too. Like a ban the users and delete their comments. Ooh. Well, there's Richie again. Yeah, no. Have faith in yourself. No, no. Yes, you can. No, I can. Foot smell. No, no, I just took a shower. You are enough. Wrong again. Just review the stick. I kind of feel like an idiot reviewing a cigar that you already reviewed. It's like Richie doesn't lie, so what's the point? But I really like it. So the thing about this is I'm not doing this on Facebook. So, I mean, YouTube. I'm on the StreamYard app or website. So I don't have a option here to give wrenches, or else I definitely would. I think, yeah, you're right, Richie. This is a nice cigar. You could tell. This is really nice. But I think what I'm gonna have to do is do the StreamYard through here, and then have my computer next to me and do all that like admin stuff through that while I do the show through the phone because my computer is old and I uh, can't connect my Bluetooth uh, headphones to the computer to talk here. So it's a stupid place. What do you want me to tell you? We're gonna get one guy. Anyway, smells great. Oh, did we have somebody? Oh, there he is, Jeremy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How do I do it? There we have it. Oh man, Jeremy.
My camera's
What's
fake.
up,
That's
buddy?
weird. For some
Why can't I
reason,
hear
this
you?
you can't hear me.
Shit.
How about now? How about now?
Let
You
me
want
play
pizza?
with this. Thing.
I can't see chat though.
Hello?
Yep, I can hear you. Can hear me.
This happened to me the other fucking night.
Anybody else hear me? I don't know. I click on chat and
Oh,
I don't
I
know if
hear
it's the
you
same
now.
chat. Like
All
I don't know how
right.
this ties into YouTube. Can you hear me?
What did you? I hear you now. The last message I got from you was, "How is it?" That's the last thing I've seen.
So coming in now.
Oh no, there's a private chat now. I see how you wrote. I can hear you. All right.
Yeah,
What are you
maybe that
smoking?
only goes to
Maybe that's the one that goes to
what's that?
YouTube. What are you smoking tonight?
One of the shops near me has a lot of boutique cigars. This is by a company called Luciano. I don't know.
Oh, you posted that in the chat earlier, right?
Yeah, Y Panda. What's up with the name? But yeah, it's not bad. I'd say it's like a medium plus, maybe like 65% darkness. It's not bad. Maybe I'd buy a 5 pack. I don't think I'd buy a box.
Have you ever smoked the Adventura cigars?
What's that?
The Adventura?
I haven't tried them yet. No, I need to
Yeah,
learn some.
you really got to get some of them. They're excellent, really excellent. I got a bunch more. Really good.
Yeah, I kind of blew my load when I bought that box of Sharps recently. So,
Yeah.
well, I still go to like the lounge and buy singles. I just need to put an order in online and pick up some singles and different shit.
Oh, I got a guy. So if you want to get some for cheap for those Aventura, like the guy. I think are you in the Bazaar group on Facebook? That
Yeah,
Bazaar
yeah.
Bazaar of the Leaf or whatever it is. So I got a friend in there, and he's selling me fivers of them for $35 shipped.
Oh,
I mean, that's cheap as it gets.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so
That is very cheap.
he
Yeah, I
told me
wonder.
he yeah.
I'm just looking at this. So yeah, I'm wondering like, so I can't see the YouTube chat, I guess, or any chat. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Where are you? Are you clicked on the link and you clicked on the link that I sent in the group?
You said, where am I?
Like you clicked on the links. You're in StreamYard. You're not on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. I joined through StreamYard.
Okay, okay. So I think you could. I gotta figure this out.
But before I joined, I was watching you through YouTube, and I could see Richie and everybody comment.
You see
But
what I
I don't
think
know
I
how they
can.
joined. I don't know.
You know what I think I have to do is because I watch a lot of wristwatch um, live streams, and in the chat on YouTube they drop the link to the StreamYard in the chat, and then yeah, but then you come on when I always went on, then I'm in StreamYard. Yes, I don't think you could see the chat unless you had YouTube opened in another window. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
I think you're in StreamYard and that's it.
yeah.
Everybody who's just
I'm on
watching
both
the
of them.
show, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'm on
everybody
both
who's just watching the show would see it through YouTube and see the comments that would be made by people watching it on YouTube. But we're just here, just us. Okay. So if you want to talk behind Richie's back, now's the time to do it.
That son of a bitch. I can't stand that guy.
Right? What a jerk. He's got such a big red skull. It's weird. And in person, we didn't really talk about it. We kind of covered the whole thing up. But I mean, you want to talk about an obnoxious prick in person? Oh my God. Him and Stash too. Oof, brutal.
He's gonna dome you when the show starts. I haven't been able to join just because he's been on late, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm in
Especially
the East Coast. He comes coming on
yeah,
1 o'clock
me
in the morning. It's not even a thing. Like
too.
it sucks, but at
Yeah,
least we got the weekend still.
yeah. Every once in a while I'm up that late, but yeah. Usually I can't do that.
I mean, even when he does the regular show, a lot of times he comes on, 8:30 for him. It's 10:30, almost 11 o'clock already. Even that's late for me during the week.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I've been watching replays and catch them when I can.
Yeah, I'll watch him usually when I get to work. I'll put it on my way to work and see what went on. In the middle of the night.
Hmm.
Yeah, Uncle Larry, I don't really like talking. It's not my thing. I'm more of a listening kind of guy. So that's why it helps for me if I could have guests on. They could talk to each other. I could just sit here, make wisecracks once in a while. That's more of my.
Can can you have more than one person
I
in
think I
the?
could have like 6 to 10 people.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so anybody can join. I dropped it in the chat, but
Yeah.
I think Dream Life was having a bad day. Nobody cares. That's really the problem.
Nobody cares. Um, what was I gonna ask you? Oh, not to keep talking about like fake Cubans, but I did have a question since you're a little more well versed than I am. I mean, do you think the problem with fakes is more in the U.S. or is it really just everywhere because they're so sought after and because of the prices?
It's everywhere,
Yeah.
especially um, uh, countries, especially Spain, because
Mm.
that seems to be where a shitload of the Cohiba fakes were coming from. Were
Mm.
coming from Spain. So I could imagine if some of them were getting through to the groups, that must be a real big problem in Spain.
Yeah.
Canada is rampant with fakes.
Hmm.
Ramp. I have a guy
I
in my
guess
group.
I would have expected it to be worse here just because we can't have them. Yeah, I guess yeah, it still makes sense.
The thing about what makes it so bad in other countries is they're selling them in legit cigar shops.
Sure.
So imagine you go to a cigar shop in Canada where it's legal to buy Cubans, and the guy's selling fucking fakes to you, and you realize what the Canadian cigar prices are like.
Yeah, I'd be
It's
living for that
insane.
for sure.
So could you imagine what
Yeah,
It's sick.
yeah, yeah, I'd be livid for sure.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I oh well, obviously like Cohiba is the most faked. I was gonna say, are they faking like a lot of the mid tier brand? Well, what I'll call mid tier, like like Romeo, shit like that, or not so much.
Really, the only thing we see is Cohiba. Um, Trinidad is starting because they increased the price on those as well. If you notice, like it's like similar to they raised all the prices, but Cohiba and Trinidad the most.
Yeah,
So
I
like
did see that.
a Trinidad Vigia, went from being like a $20 cigar to like a $60 cigar,
It's
which
crazy,
it's
man.
it's not worth it at all. By the way,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah, I
worth it.
think if I
But
think if I'm gonna smoke them, I'll stick with like the mid tier stuff. Maybe have a good one every once in a while. At least for me, if I do try them or smoke them.
the reality is, I used to get tons of Cubans because it was a bargain at one point. It was like, why not? I can get a $12 Partagas D4. It's a $12 Robusto shipped to me. It's cheaper than if I went and bought a Padron in most places. It's like, so it made perfect sense for me to smoke a ton of Cubans and mix them into everything else I smoke. Now I'm not paying for that same cigar. I'm going to pay $25. Get the fuck out of here. Not,
Right,
it's crazy.
right,
Not worth
right.
it.
Yeah,
I'll get some nice stuff for a special occasion, something like that. I still have a few cigars. I don't have a lot. And we'll see what happens. Maybe the prices will come down, but when the prices ever come down?
that's true. Like I said, I honestly, like my next purchase, like if I get some, if I try to get any, like maybe just some big arrows. Like I tried those, I thought they were pretty damn good for a cheap
Yeah.
cigar, you know.
No, they're good cigars. For the thing with those is they come from a different part of the island. They don't come from Rota or Bajo. They come from another part of the island where they grow tobacco, and so that's why they're a little less expensive. But they're very nice cigars for their price, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
They really are.
Have you tried them?
Oh yeah, I've smoked all of them except for the newest one they released. I forgot the name of it, but it's a bigger size now. They like a nice. It's a bigger robusto. I think they released recently.
Yeah,
Entre
yeah,
Tiempo, maybe.
yeah. I think so, something like yeah. I think I've tried. I think I tried all the sizes, if I'm not mistaken.
The little ones are too small. The little Mananitas, they're like little torpedoes.
Yeah,
They're too
yeah,
small.
yeah. Like a 20-minute smoke, maybe. I don't know, maybe a little
Yeah,
more.
it's about a half hour, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I gotta take this band off one sec. Yeah, this isn't bad. I don't know. I like to dip into like the boutique cigars, just to try different shit.
Sure.
I found some really good. Like I said, that Cavalier the other day, that blew my mind. I think I'm gonna get more of them.
Yeah, I always feel like you're trying some really different stuff that I never heard of. So I'm interested now. Like I've been for like the last few months. I just want to keep trying different things.
Hmm.
Keep it interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I found myself kind of doing that lately. I mean, like I said, I started smoking cigars probably like early 2000s.
Mhm.
I was like early 20s. It's kind of funny because a guy at work kind of like got me into them, but he smoked Maduros, and I didn't know any better, right? So of course I go out and I buy some Maduros, like my first cigars, right? I'm like, ooh, these are strong, and I liked them, but I think because of that, I might have ruined myself a little bit. I didn't really know how to smoke them back then, and whatnot. But I smoked them for a couple years, maybe. Um, then I laid off. I unfortunately got into cigarettes, and then quit those. Now back to cigars, but um, yeah, I stop cigarette now and again, but yeah, I mean, now that I'm back into them, I guess what I was gonna say, it's just I'm definitely finding myself, like you said, gravitating, just to try everything, gravitating to different stuff, whatever I can find. I mean, usually like when I go to the shop, it's my first question. I'm like, what do you got that's new?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like searching the websites, just click on what's new. What just came in.
Mhm.
See if there's something different.
When I really got back into cigars, as you know, I'm a big Fuente fan, and just have a shitload of Fuente still. But yeah, it's I think gravitating out more, and as I go, I think I'm still gonna always keep like some of those high end Fuentes around. I think I want to make my collection a little more diverse.
Yeah, I started smoking cigars. I quit. I smoked cigarettes for a while and I quit. And smoking cigars kind of helped me stay off of the cigarettes. I never
Yeah,
smoked a cigarette since I quit. It's probably been about 15 years or so. And,
good, nice.
I'm done with that shit, obviously. But yeah, it was funny because I started smoking cigars and I would just walk into a lounge or a store and just buy whatever. I said, oh, it's going to start at the bottom and buy some cheaper stuff like Bardigas Black and the Macanudos and
Hmm.
stuff like that, Olivas. And I kept a list of like ratings in my work band, and I would give it a score of like 100. And I had a big sheet of paper. Eventually, I had this huge piece of paper with all the scores, those scores, those scores. And I think I pretty much saved every band of like every cigar I ever smoked. You got to see this bag of fucking bands I have. It's like the size of a pillow, like a pillowcase. It's huge. How many cigars in there? It's fucking crazy.
I can imagine. I've saved a lot of
Yeah.
mine. I can't say I've saved every one though. I kind of wish I had now. But,
Mhm. I mean,
yeah, I
very
can
few of mine
imagine.
have gotten away. It's a lot of
Yeah,
bands.
yeah, for sure. So how many years have you smoked cigars?
I'd say about 15 years now,
Mm,
something like that. About 15
yeah,
years. But I started smoking out. I started smoking. It was all not Cuban cigars. You know, I didn't start smoking Cuban until like 2013,
okay.
14, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I
Maybe
I mean, I
15.
recently I didn't try Cubans till last year, believe it or not. So, or maybe yeah, last year I think was my first Cuban, and my first Cuban was a Cohiba Esplendidos.
Some way to start.
Hmm. Yeah, it
I
was
smoked.
amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, I smoked a few Cubans. Like my brother-in-law would get them for me. One was like a Cohiba Pyramids, which thinking about it was probably fake, and
Hmm.
like a small Monte Cristo, probably like a double four or number five back in the day. And then I just took, I got to a point where I was like just smoking Padrones all the time. You know, it's like it was getting boring. And
Yeah.
my nephew was going to Cuba, and I told him get me a box. I did all the research, told him what to do, and he bought it from some guy's fucking backyard or something. You know, he didn't listen. He brought me back a box of fake fucking Cohibas.
Well, I mean, it's probably Cuban tobacco, but yeah, not the real Cohiba one.
It was funny because it was in a box. Cohiba box that said Robustos on it, but when I opened the box, first of all, it had no stamp on the bottom, no date stamp. No, it had the fake green seal with the fake uh, serial numbers, no date, factory code stamp. So once he gave it to me, it's like, yeah. I didn't have the heart to tell him.
Yeah,
You know, he's a nice kid. I was just like, oh, thank you. You know, whatever.
yeah. Did you try them? I mean, did you smoke them or no?
I didn't even smoke. I ripped a few open and I just threw them out.
Didn't
Threw them in
like
the
what you
garbage.
saw.
It was awful looking.
Yeah,
And
I
but
hear
by the
you.
time he brought them back, I knew like that whole like the week or two he was gone. I went down the rabbit hole into fucking Cuban cigars, and I knew so much by then that I finally figured out how to get actual Cuban cigars. You know, I started watching the Dr. Joe show, which I don't know if you ever watched that show,
What show was that?
Dr. Joe.
I think I heard you mention it, and I did go back and watch like a few of the episodes. He's not on no more, right?
No, even when I first started watching it, his last video was like after a year before I even started watching it. So, but after learning so much through him, I knew that I could decipher like exactly what was real and what website I could use and all that. So my first order was through Finest Cuban Cigars. I ordered like a five pack of different stuff, and it's funny because we later in the group we later busted them selling fake Cohivas.
Mm.
So they're no longer a trusted source. And I also met another guy through like Instagram and Facebook, a guy who's really well known in the cigar groups. Hans, have you ever heard of Hans? Illis cigar provider or anything like that?
I don't know that I have.
Yeah, so he's a great guy. He runs a shop in Switzerland,
Okay.
and he was another hookup I had, and he would send you the list, and he only took American Express, and he would FedEx the cigars to you. Get them in like 2 days. It's great.
Nice. Very.
He's like a legend in the Cuban cigar world as far as like online and stuff. Everybody knows him in the groups.
Mm.
He's been around forever. Matter of fact, there were times he shipped me the cigars before I even paid.
No, no shit.
That's
Wow.
how trusting he was. That's how well known he was. You know,
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
cool of a guy he was.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'd like to expand my Cuban collection eventually here. You know, at least have some type of small collection. I mean, like I always say, it's like, people ask you like, what do you like better? It's like, well, it's really what you're in the mood for. But I do, like I say, I do get some, flavors on Cubans that I don't get from, the other cigars, obviously.
Yeah,
But the same can be said for, when you're talking the other way, right?
yeah, I agree. I mean, there's sometimes I have to smoke a Padron. You know, there's sometimes, you crave a Cuban, you crave these things. But like when a Cuban cigar is right, I think it's pretty hard to beat. You know,
Yeah.
that's just my opinion. Like the aroma and the flavor, it's just something different. I can't tell you what's better for you, right?
Right, right, exactly. Um, Here's a question because it's funny. Like you, always, I don't know if this is just a problem with people that are uneducated but are pretending they're educated in the subject and really haven't smoked Cubans. But you always hear people talk about how strong they are. I don't find that to be the case at all. Like, do you think those are
That's
just uneducated people, or did they used to be stronger like in the earlier days?
They might have been strong in the earlier days, but that's like the first clue that the person who's talking doesn't know anything about smoking Cuban cigars or doesn't smoke many cigars in general because it's the complete opposite actually.
Right,
There's no full strength Cuban cigars compared
right,
to Nicaragua, Dominican.
right.
It's not a thing. They're just not. They don't compare at all. Like I would say the strongest Cuban cigars are like medium.
Yeah, I was gonna say even Bolivar aren't. I mean, they
Yeah,
say Bolivar are stronger, but I didn't find them to be that strong. You
you
know.
know, especially if you come from smoking cigars from other places, you're not going to find them strong at all. That's total bullshit. I don't know
Yeah,
where that ever
that's what
started,
I
but
kind of thought. That's what I kind of thought. Yeah, I was in a shop one day and near my house, and there was these two guys in the humidor. I didn't want to butt into their conversation, and I didn't want to be that guy, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Starting shit. But they were talking about Cuban cigars, and the guy's just like, oh, the guy's like, well, what's the difference? And his friend's like, oh, well, they're really strong. They're a lot stronger. And I so badly wanted to say, like, dude, if you smoked one of these fucking Padrones over here, I mean, like,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
stronger
full of
than a
shit,
Patron,
man.
right? Yeah,
But
no.
I like I said, I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't say anything. I just kind of smiled and went about my way browsing. But,
Hello, Dream Life. The link to the chat is in the group chat in the group text. If you could jump on, that'd be great. I want to see if three guys how that would be with three guys, even if it's just for a few minutes. That'd be awesome.
yeah.
Um,
But man, like I say, I love the retro hail on a Cuban. Like for me, I always get like a floral type. I don't know. I'm not saying I really like always I look for that necessarily, but it's just I don't know. It's just different.
and that's a reason why a lot of guys love Cuban cigars compared to all the other regions is the retro hail. Like blowing some of these cigars through your nose, a strong Nicaraguan, it fucking you'd be tears coming out of your eyes.
Oh yeah,
Cuban's nice and
if you're not,
smooth.
yeah, if you're not used to it, absolutely,
Hmm.
absolutely. I mean, some every once in a while they still catch me and I'll start sneezing or whatever. But
Right,
yeah, I
exactly.
like
It's
the
not
retro
sneezing.
hail. I retro hail a lot. I try to do both a lot. It's just that's how I get the best flavor for me. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I
I was
got
gonna
used to.
ask you.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I think I got used to retro hailing from smoking so many Cubans.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I was going to ask you, and it's just more of a curiosity thing because I find it, um, I find it interesting, like how people smoke cigars because everybody has their own style or whatever, and hey, whatever, to each their own. But just purely out of curiosity, I notice when you smoke, are you smelling like the smoke coming out of the back, or what are you
Yeah,
doing there?
that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I feel like the nose picks up for me. That my nose picks up a lot more. So it's just like a habit I've gotten used to. Just I always have it. I love this the way they smell. So it's just
Oh, sure. I like I'll waft it. Like I usually smell the foot, but I just thought that was interesting. Like I've been trying it a few times. Like I wonder if he's just smelling the smoke. I just figured I'd ask.
I like to get
Oh
the
yeah, I mean for
full.
sure though. Your nose, your smell is
Yeah,
I mean that's everything, right? I mean, like think about if you're sick, right? Like you can't taste anything. I mean,
yeah,
if you plug your nose while you're smoking the cigar, you're not going to taste anything.
no. And for me, my nose has a much better memory
Hmm.
than my taste buds for cigars. I do the same thing. Well, I don't really drink much anymore, but I always did the same thing with whiskey or bourbon. Any kind of bourbon. I always had the glass like right here. I'd take a sip and leave it right here.
Hmm.
My friend would always be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm smelling it. I don't know what to tell you.
Right, you're tasting it, but you're keeping that smell going. Yeah, that's nice actually. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like for me, like I pick up a little bit of flavor. Like as I'm puffing, I'll get the flavor. But yeah, for me, I get a lot of the flavor through the retro and on the finish for me.
Yeah,
That's why I guess that's why I'm kind of an Opus fanboy. Like to me, the finish on an Opus is like for me anyway. Like there's nothing beats that.
I got sick of Opus after I smoked the whole box of the double Corona, the double Coronas. I always wanted a box of Opus, like a full box. I was like, I gotta get a full box of Opus. So I got it, and the box of double Coronas, like there's like 36 of them in there or something like that.
Mhm.
It's a big ass box.
Yeah,
And after I smoked them all, I was like, whatever. And then I hadn't smoked them for a really long time. But the last time I smoked one, I really enjoyed it. So it's just like anything else. Too much of it, is going to ruin it for you. So, but something I'll definitely go back to over and over again.
sure, sure. Yeah, I
And I
mean,
like
yeah,
the
I
I like the
definitely.
Fuente cigars they make also. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, I
Opus.
definitely don't. I definitely don't smoke them every day. I mean, I definitely have a decent Opus stash or whatever. But yeah, like I said earlier, I like to experiment. I'm always smoking something different. I might go on a kick here and there, but yeah, I
Yeah,
like to try new stuff.
you should try that new Caldwell, the
I
Long
looked,
Live the King,
I
the
looked for
Bar
it the other
None.
day. Yeah, there's another shop by me that sells Caldwell. I'm gonna try. If they don't have it, then I'm probably just gonna order it. Like I said, maybe I'll just do like a big order from Corona or Neptune or
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's a really.
Get a
It's
bunch of
definitely a
samples.
step up. It's definitely a step up from the regular Long Live the King. It's definitely noticeable.
Okay.
So
Okay.
really good.
It's been a while since I've had. I might just get a regular Long Live the King and revisit that as well because it's been a long time since I've had it. I know they got a couple. Don't they have an AJ one too, right? Like
Yes,
Mad
yes,
Mofo or something like that.
yeah. Something with AJ on the band. I remember seeing.
Yeah, yeah. I like Caldwell. He definitely plays in the at least for me, I think in the medium like to medium plus range. None of his sticks are really like you're never gonna get a Padron. At least I've never had one, but
Yeah,
maybe
no, I
like
agree.
this.
But I find it to be
Um,
have a lot of flavor for being
mhm.
medium to medium plus.
One of the sticks I really liked of his was the Eastern Standard, but the Midnight Express version. Did you ever try that one with the
I've
black
never had
band?
that one. No, I've never had that one. Maybe
Well,
I
I
did.
think he said he
Oh, is
was
that the dark
discontinuing.
one? That's the
Yeah.
dark one. I did have
Hmm.
that one. I think I
Yeah.
got it like in a sampler. It was like 3 or 4 or 5 different ones.
Yeah. Yeah, he's discontinuing that one. I mean, you might still be able to find them here and there, but I don't think he's making them anymore. I think he's just doing the regular Eastern Standard. And that one I mean, that one's okay. I've had it, but there's some others I think that he does that I like better.
Richie's back. Yeah, so maybe someday we'll get Richie as a guest on this show, but it's kind of like, well, if he's going to be a guest, he might as well just do the show. We could be a guest on his show instead. I'd rather watch him talk than listen to than me talk.
Yeah.
But I bought a bunch of Candela stuff that I
I
just
did see
got.
that. You said you've
Yeah,
never smoked one, huh?
I've never smoked one, so I'm like, what am I doing here? I gotta try this. Like, what the hell?
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're definitely worth a try. I mean, you might hate them, you might love them. I don't know. They're different. They're different.
I mean, I typically don't like hate anything, so you know, I think it'd be a decent smoke,
Yeah.
regardless of
Some of them
what
can
goes
have some
on.
balls. Some of them do have some balls to them, but like on the retro and whatnot. But yeah, they definitely have a little bit of a grassy like note to them. I think you'll
The
find.
only thing that concerned me was reading up about them is people saying they tend to be a lighter cigar. I just hope it's not too light where, it's not even satisfying. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
some like I say, some of them might be lighter, but I've had a couple that have had some balls for sure. Illusion makes one every year that I've had, and actually it's pretty damn good. I've
Yeah, I
never
saw
tried the
that one. Yeah.
yeah, never tried the Fuente. Did you get the 858 Candela?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know about that. I've smoked all the 858s, but that one I never. I was gonna grab a single, but I never did. I'd never seen a shop that sold them, so I'd have to order them online. I think.
Yeah, I got them from Neptune, and I got the 858 Maduro also. I never tried
Mhm.
that one. So let's see.
You say you never tried it?
Not that Maduro. No.
It's hey, for what you pay like what $7, $8 for them
Yeah,
maybe.
it's cheap. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
For a cheap Maduro, it's not bad. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna blow your socks off, but it's pretty damn good. I mean, if you go for cheap Fuentes, I know Richie doesn't like the cheaper ones, but the 858s for me are where it's at. I think they made those. That size was made in tribute to Arturo Fuente, the founder of the company, because that's the size he liked to smoke.
I think that's a great size of a first spar. Also, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the 858, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but if I'm not mistaken, Arturo Fuente passed away when he was 85. So they made 858 where if you read 85 or 85 you know, frontwards or backwards, it's 85.
Okay. Hmm.
But that's what they named it after. So yeah, but they're what are they? I don't know. I guess they'd be like a Corona Gorda, maybe. I don't know what size they'd be considered.
Maybe Corona Extra, maybe something like that. And
Yeah,
this
so
is
I want
like
to
a,
say they're
a
like
little longer.
I don't know if they're six. If they're not six, they're close to it. But what are they? Maybe like a 46, 47 ring gauge.
Yeah, I think that's six. I think that's six.
Yeah, they're pretty damn good. The natural is good too. That uses a Cameroon wrapper. If you like Cameroon, they're not as good as say a Don Carlos or Hemingway, but for a cheaper, one day they're good. Um, what else? So you got the Maduro, you got the Candela. Did you get any others?
I got I think it's a La Polina Candela,
Mm,
or I got or the La Polina. Maybe it's I got that Barber pole one. It's the Barber pole Lancero.
okay,
So it's half Candela and something else. Looks
interesting.
cool. Nice little Lancero. I can't remember the fucking brands and names.
A lot of people rave about was like the Filthy Hooligan or something. I think it's a barber pole. I've never
Yeah,
tried
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's who was just talking about that. I think I was just talking about that with Dream Life the other day.
Mm.
Filthy Hooligan. Yeah, that's Alec Bradley.
Yeah, I'm not okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure who made it. Okay. Well, I guess that would be General now, right? Or yeah,
I
they
haven't
bought out.
smoked I haven't smoked Alec Bradley in ages. Oh, that's not true. I like the Prenzado. That's a pretty good cigar.
Okay, never had that
And
one. I think I've tried the Kintsugi. I think that might be the only Alec Bradley I've ever smoked. It was
I
alright.
remember when I first started smoking, I used to smoke the Tempest, and that was a really good cigar. I don't know, what really became of it. I know they still make like all different versions of it, but like the original one, I remember really liking that cigar. But that's going way, way back.
Yeah, I haven't tried a lot of their stuff, so I can't say a lot about them. The Kintsugi was, like I said, it was okay. I think that was a Honduran blend, if I'm not mistaken.
So have you been paying attention to the groups at all?
Oh, I always window shop.
Like my group is, I don't know if you look at my group, but my group is fucking crazy with sales. You see what
Oh
goes
yeah.
on? I don't know. Like,
Mhm.
listen, everything sells like at these
Yeah.
prices. I don't. These guys have money pouring out of their assholes. It's like what? They're just like buy, buy, buy. It's like holy shit,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
There's
crazy.
I'm in a Fuente group, and there's some guys. I wonder this. It's like Jesus Christ, man. Like, what do you do for a living? Because I'm in the
Seriously,
wrong
right?
business. Like, good God. I mean, and just crazy shit. Like, just shit you can't even like. Just crazy shit, man. I mean, not even just like regular. I mean, these guys are buying like crazy shit, like limited stuff you would never even find in a store. I mean, just weird shit. And paying crazy amounts. I saw a guy posted an original Opus X, original release, 1995, one stick. He wanted $500 for it. It's sold. It's
That's
sold.
fucking wild.
Somebody
That's
bought
wild.
it.
That's
Hey,
wild.
I'd love to smoke it, but I'm not going to pay $500 for one cigar. Maybe if I was rich, but
I smoked a really old Opus X. It had like the old band on it,
mm,
like the old band. It looked and it was like really faded. My friend sent it to me. He had two. He kept one and smoked one. And he smoked his, and he was like, I didn't like it at all. I smoked mine. I was like, eh.
yeah,
It was weird. It wasn't like an Opus X is now.
mm,
I guess it just. I mean, who knows how it was stored and everything, but
yeah,
yeah, I
interesting.
wouldn't pay big money. Like I don't know. Like for me, and a lot of people in the groups agree. Like they're trying to sell 5-year-old Padrones for like a premium, or like aged Davidoffs, and aged New World cigars. Like that's not a thing to me. Like I always laugh. I'm like, oh, this box is 3 years. I'm like, who fucking cares? Like, who
I
fucking
can't
cares?
say I don't have a lot of experience smoking aged New Worlds at all, or Cubans for that matter. I mean, when I get cigars, I smoke them. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I wouldn't want to smoke an aged Padron. I mean, I think Dream might age some. I don't know. Hey, if he likes them, cool. But like for me, like when I smoke a Padron, I want to be fucking smacked in the mouth. Like, I don't want to. You know what I mean? I don't want to age like more mellow Padron.
you're right. Stronger cigars aren't gonna get. They're just gonna get weaker. Like that's not the intent. Like that's not Padron's intent. Is to
Right.
their intent is they release the cigars. They're ready to smoke and enjoy now, not
And
10 years
they
from
already
now.
age them. They already
They
age
already
them.
aged them. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's not Cuba where they're feeding the whole world, so they have to just pump out as much as they can, and they just can't age all that tobacco as long as all these other countries, all these other manufacturers can.
Yeah. I was gonna say
But
with Cubans, right? I mean, I think that's probably the difference. I mean, because they don't really have time to age their tobacco like other companies, right? So you're really doing a lot of aging in the humidor.
and that's a trade-off with Cubans. It's like I always say, it's not really for a beginner smoker because there's more to it. You got to worry about fakes. You got to be able to fix a plugged cigar here and there, more than here and there, actually. You got to have patience to age them. It's not the same as just going to the store, grabbing a fucking Davidoff and lighting it up. There's no problem. It's a totally different ball game with Cubans,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
especially
I
if you
mean, like
want to
even
maximize your enjoyment.
yeah. Yeah. Even Opus, I don't have a lot of experience smoking aged Opus, and I don't know that I'd want to. Yeah, I hear a lot of everybody says, oh, you got to age them. They're so much more better. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I don't know. But I smoke them when I get them. I mean, I might keep them around by attrition. Like I have a pretty decent collection, so it's probably going to take me a couple years to get through or whatever. But I'm not going to intentionally set them aside. I don't think.
I mean, I think for Opus, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, but not vintage. Not aging them so they're vintage Opus. I don't think that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they've already got 3 years of age on them before they distribute them anyway. So you know,
Richie said Bolivars are stronger than LFD.
will you dome this fucking guy?
I can't do it.
I'm just kidding.
But I just put it up on the screen. I like this feature. I could put his stupid
Oh,
comment up on the screen and shame
yeah,
him.
I see that.
But yeah, no, not even close. Not even close. Not even close.
I thought Dream Life was coming out. What's he doing?
He wasn't at home, so he couldn't come on.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, one of these days we'll get a few guys on here. That should be pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So, should chat during the week. Everybody's always getting new cigars. They can come on, show them off, make fun of Richie, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I think this Camacho needed a few days in the dry box, but I have no patience.
Yeah,
But it's still a very nice cigar. Burning nice and slow, nice ash.
yeah. Looks like it's
Mm,
burning good.
yeah, not bad at all. And they're reasonably priced too, so hey, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that one for sure. The triple Maduro is pretty decent, but Richie said it was better than that, so I trust him. And the other, I've smoked quite a few Camachos, but the other one I've smoked the most of probably is the Corojo, the one with the red band.
So they still make that triple Maduro?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was one of their best sellers. I'm pretty sure.
But it had I remember seeing them, but it had the old band on it. Like a black
Oh,
and like silver band with the C.
hmm
Did
hmm
they just keep going with it and put like is it the one now that has like a black and silver band?
Yeah, like a huge, like a big band on it. Yeah,
Yeah, they all have those bands now. These
yeah,
bands,
yeah. I
just
bought a
different
box.
colors.
Yeah, yeah. I bought a box of the triple Maduro probably a couple years ago, and I think they still make them. I've still got maybe four or five of them. They're good, but you have to like Maduro, that's for sure. You
What
got
does
to be
that
extreme.
mean? What is so?
Huh?
What does that mean? Triple Maduro? Like
Everything is a Maduro leaf: the binder, the filler, the wrapper.
Oh wow! Well, I have to try
Yeah,
that. Oh wow, that sounds interesting.
with a little pepper to it. It's definitely it's a stronger Maduro, but it is good. Yeah, got some robusto.
I got a nice package going out to Richie tomorrow of some stuff he never tried. So
Nice.
it'll be fun because I always enjoy watching him, smoke a cigar for the first time and getting his opinion
Mhm.
on it. I just get a big kick out of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because he does it so well.
Did you ever? I don't know if you were around. Did you watch that live when he smoked the Dubai 2017?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, you have to go back, go to the channel, go to the live, scroll probably all the way, almost all the way to the bottom, and
Hmm.
then scroll up. You'll see it, like it'll say Dubai 2017 versus 2020 or whatever, and he's got a big smile and he's holding both. You have to watch that live. That's one of the best reactions I think Richie's ever had.
Oh, cool. I'll check that out.
Yeah, you have to watch it. Yeah, but yeah, like you said, that's kind of why I did because I sent him like an Opus bomb, like around New Year's, and I knew a lot of them he never tried. And, yeah, it was interesting. I
I
enjoyed watching the reactions.
I haven't tried many either. I think besides like that really old one and the regular line, I smoked the blue one. Was it 20 years or whatever it is?
Yep.
I think that's the only other different one I ever smoked actually.
That's a lighter one, the 20th, the
Yeah,
blue.
I remember enjoying it.
hmm Oh yeah.
And a guy actually sent it to me for free. One of my friends in the group.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he just sent it one day out of nowhere. Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
thank
always
you.
nice.
I sent him
Yeah.
something back, but it was a really nice gesture.
Yeah. 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 I think I'm gonna have to say if you're just talking regular production line, I think the Forbidden are my favorite. The black bands.
Okay.
I think they got like a 13, Forbidden 13. They got like a 13 on them, secondary man. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to try one of those, I don't have any, unfortunately, or I'd give you one. But
You
when I
know,
get,
I see them at the Davidoff shop from time to time. They have some really fancy shit in there.
Mhm.
It's just the prices are fucking crazy. You know,
Oh yeah,
like
I can imagine.
it's like too much.
I really I don't know. I'm still debating because I had a few buddies in the group, or at least one buddy that wanted to go, but now he can't go. I was gonna ask Dream if he wanted to go, or you. It's even close to you. So you're not like a huge Opus fan per se, I guess, but like maybe like I am. But yeah, I know you like them. But anyway, I think you called it out. But Holtz has that Fuente Madness event or whatever. I've never been,
Quantumania.
or Fuente Mania. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never been, but apparently from what I understand, I mean, Carlito, of course, is there and all that shit. But the nice thing is, I guess they get like a huge stash of Opus and just high end Fuentes, and they sell them all for MSRP. And
exactly. Yes.
I don't think there's a limit. The guy told me in previous years they'd like, everybody line up and they just give tickets, let so many people in at a time or whatever.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool. But I definitely would. I'd need an open credit card if I made that trip.
Yeah, you sure would. I've seen receipts. I used to be in a group where I had like 3 or 4 or 5 friends that would go, and this one guy had a lot of money, and he would go, and he would hold fucking court there, and he would open up like bottles of Pappy Van Winkle, George T. Stagg, like I don't know if you're familiar with Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, like these bottles are $500, $600, $700 a piece.
Yeah.
And he would sit, and he would show me the receipt from the day. He would spend like 5 grand, 4 grand on just Opus and Fuente stuff. You know,
I mean, I
crazy.
can
All at
get it.
MSRP,
I
but
get it.
boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. If you got the room, I mean, if you're, I mean, obviously, I'm sure some guys go buy them and then flip them, but if you're buying them for yourself and you got the room and you really like them, I mean, it's hard to find them at MSRP, so I get it. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're a big fan, even if you just even if you just grab the 2 or 3 boxes, all right, you don't have to go crazy,
Right.
crazy, but
Yeah. For me, it'd be an 8 hour drive though, so
holy
I,
shit,
I'd want to make it worth my while.
yeah, that's a journey. That's a journey.
Maybe spend a couple grand, but shit, for a couple grand, I bet you could get some good cigars at MSRP.
Hey, you drive in the morning, you get or the day before, get a cheap hotel room, go back
Yeah.
when you're ready, make a nice few days out of it. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I'm not really. I think they're doing it at most stores. I guess there's one downtown. I don't really want to dick around with going downtown Philly. So I was thinking if I do go, I was thinking about going to the other one outside the city.
Yeah, yeah. It's easy for me. It's it's a couple hours away from me.
Mhm.
So it's not a
Yeah,
big deal. But I never pulled the trigger. I was invited, and I just didn't go. I just never went.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. If I don't go this year, maybe next year. I mean, to be honest, I probably could go this year, but I guess it's just a matter of do I want to spend all that money and do I want to drive
That's a
8 hours?
lot.
Yeah.
That's a long drive. I don't know if I could do it. 8 hours. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
just bring some good cigars to smoke along the way.
Yeah. You got to bring a buddy along, at least break up the driving a little bit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 8 hours is a long time. Nice.
So what am I getting out of this cigar? It's got like aroma of like fresh balls and like orange flavored soap from Italy. What else? What else? I think that's about it. Mostly the fresh balls and um, and the bonus hole. Bonus hole. A lot of a lot of bonus hole.
I don't think I want to try it now. Yeah, I'm very curious though, to know how that compares to the triple Maduro. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm very curious. Richie said there's no comparison, but I still, obviously I'm still curious. I can see the comments. It kind of sucks that I can't.
Yeah, well, I'm on in the StreamYard here, and you sure you can't see any comments?
Yeah,
It doesn't say like comments, banners, brand on yours or anything on the under the screen under the video picture.
here, let
Because
me.
Richie made
Ah,
some
there we go. Yeah,
comments.
if I go to more and go to comments, I
There
can
you
see
go.
them. Yes.
Yeah, listen, we're learning, so you know.
Yeah, I can't see the screen though when I do that, but that's okay. I mean, I can at least see the comments or just go back and forth.
Yeah. So one of these days, I'm gonna have to bring out my computer and fuck with the admin stuff and see how that looks. Um, but you know, I wasn't sure if anybody's gonna come on tonight, so it's like it's kind of it's like a big waste of time if you know I could never sit here for an hour talking by myself. So thanks for
Yeah,
coming on.
yeah, no problem, no problem. I guess I should have brought another small cigar or something. I finished mine, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean we could wrap it up whenever you're ready to go. Don't worry about it. I'm not a
Okay.
big talker. We're just fucking around. So you know, I mean we're in an hour. That's more than I thought we could do. That's pretty good. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
All right, listen, I'll let you go.
All right,
I'll
man.
I'll just end it. I appreciate you coming on. It was a nice chat.
Yeah,
At least we entertained Rich. You got a little entertainment from us for once.
yeah. Would you get to
And
work or something, Rich? Jesus Christ, you're over here slacking watching us when you should be working.
that's great. That's really great. Walking around with the phone watching us in a stupid, stupid place. Old the Tempest was good. I agree with Richie. See, he knows. Yeah, Old the Tempest was good. I don't know what happened to that. Oh. All right, Jeremy.
All right, brother.
I might come on tomorrow. Maybe smoke a candela. See what happens. Maybe we can get like you and Dream Life on. Oh, there's Josh. We gotta get Josh on and talk about food. I
Yeah,
see
there you
he
go.
likes
Just
to
put your
cook.
pants on, Josh. For Christ's sake, put your
Yeah, there's
pants
no nudity here.
on.
But yeah,
You want to get Anthony banned like right away, like.
I get the impression Josh likes to cook, and that is my wheelhouse. I have a diploma and everything, so we could definitely explore that a little bit. That'll be fun.
Nice. Yeah, I'm interested to see how you like that candela. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, fire one of those up tomorrow. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the Fuente Candela tomorrow to start. That
Okay.
should be a good baseline.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's weird when I cut it already and you look through the foot and it's green on the outside, then it's brown on the inside. It's just like
Yeah,
it's just weird. It's like what the fuck is
yeah,
this thing?
yeah, for sure. They do look kind of weird, but yeah, like I say, you might like them. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like I smoke one every once in a while. Maybe one or two a year here and there.
And I think this could be a
Different.
fun way to do a little group chat because some guys might want to not want to come on by themselves. If we have two, three, four guys, you could just doze off a little bit, and if something piques your interest, you could chime in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, all right, Jeremy, it's been a pleasure, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Thanks for
We'll
having me
talk
on, brother. I
soon. Thanks for
appreciate it.
coming on. Thanks for coming
Yep.
on, buddy. Take care,
Yep.
guys.
We'll talk to you.
Until next time. Stupid place. Signing out. See, Richie's not the only one who can grow an ash. See that? Ooh, ooh. The Cuban Camachos are really much better. All right. Good night, guys.